Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 10th. So students, in the previous video we have started reading with our grammar part and we have started with our topic 1, that is tense, and in the previous video we have discussed the basic classifications, the basic categories of tense, and we have discussed a little bit about the helping verb, about the main verb, and now we will read each and every tense in a detailed form. So in this video we will read about present simple tense, that is our very first tense. Okay, so in this video we will see all the rules that are related with this tense. We will see the helping verb, we will see the main verb, and at the same time we will see so many examples so that it will be very easy for you all to identify, to observe this tense in each and any given sentence. Okay, so now let's begin our today's video. So first of all, let's see the helping verb and main verb of our tense. So the tense that we will read here, the very first tense that we are having is present simple tense, and as I have told you earlier this thing also, that this tense is known as present indefinite tense as well. So now let's discuss the helping verbs. So students, the first thing that you have to remember, that each and every tense is having their own helping verbs, right, and their own main verbs, their own form of the main verb. So you have to learn these things. So you have to learn all the rules related with helping verb and main verb of all the tenses. So just listen carefully, just look carefully. So let's see the helping verb. So in this tense we are having two helping verbs. The first helping verb is do, the second helping verb is does. Clear? So now the question is that why we are having two helping verbs? So we are having two helping verbs because these two helping verbs are used for different subjects, right? So I am very much sure that you all are aware about the subject. What is subject? In all these sentences we are having some action, right? And the doer of that action is known the subject of that sentence. Okay, so जो doer होता है, it means जो action है, जो verb है, उस वर्ब को कौन कर रहा है, who is the doer, that doer is known as the subject. So these two helping verbs that are do and does, these are used for different kinds of subjects. So what are these things? Let's see. So now one more thing that we are having in this tense is that if our sentence is negative and if our sentence is interrogative. So let's clear these terms also. What is negative sentence, what is interrogative sentence? So a negative sentence is a sentence in which we are having not. Clear? And an interrogative sentence is a sentence in which you know one question is there and the end of that sentence we are having one question mark. Okay, so if question is there, question mark is there, then that sentence is known as interrogative sentence. And if in any of the sentence we are having not, that sentence you know वो negative form में लिखा हुआ होता है, then it is known as negative sentence. So according to our rule, if our sentence is a negative sentence or it is one of the interrogative sentence, then we will use our helping verb do for the plural subjects and we will use does for the singular subject. So if our subject is a singular one, singular means the single one, right? अगर हमारा जो subject है वो singular person है, single है, then we will use does. And if the subject is a plural, plural means more than one, okay, then it is known as plural subject, and in that condition we will use do. Clear? But these two things are related only in the condition when the sentence, when the given sentence is a negative or a interrogative. But if the given sentence is a positive sentence means we can say affirmative sentence also. Positive sentence is a sentence that is neither negative nor interrogative. It means in that sentence there is neither the question mark and in that sentence there is you know we can say उसमें not का भी use नहीं किया गया है, है, at that time that sentence is known as a positive sentence. That sentence is known, we can say, one of the statement, or we can say affirmative sentence. So if we are having that kind of a sentence, then at that time we don't use do and does, and in that scenario do and does, they are hidden. So what it means, students, please don't get confused. We will discuss all the things and we will see so many examples to clear all the things. Okay, so just look out these things one more time. We are having two helping verbs of our tense, that is present simple tense. In this tense we are having do and does, right? Next thing is, if our sentence is a negative one, or if our sentence is one of the interrogative sentence, then we will use do for the plural subjects. Plural means a subject that is more than one, and if the subject is a singular one, then we will use does. But if the given sentence is a positive sentence, it means in that sentence there is neither not, no one question mark is there, that is a simple positive sentence, that is a one kind of the statement. At that time we don't use do and does. Do and does, or we can say our helping verb, is hidden in that sentence. Clear? We will see some examples also, to clear all these things. So let's move further. Next we are talking about the main verb. So as I have told you earlier, that each and every tense we are having different kinds of helping verb, and at the same time we are having different forms of the main verb. So first of all, let's clear this thing, what is a main verb. So when we are talking about the tense, when we are learning tense, when we are learning how to use tense, then first of all you have to be aware with this term main verb. So what is a main verb? Main verb is, we can say, the action verb, okay, of the sentence. So each and every sentence we are having some actions, as I have told you earlier. So that action verb is known as the main verb of that sentence, and the doer of that main verb, the doer of that we can say action, is known as the subject of the sentence. Clear? So let's see. And one more thing, we are having three forms of a main verb, that is first form, second form, and third form. Okay, so each and every tense we are using different forms of the main verb. So in this tense, that is present simple tense, let's talk about the main verb. So again we are having this rule, that if the given sentence is a negative sentence, and if the given sentence is a interrogative sentence. So I hope that now these two terms are clear to you all. Negative sentence is a sentence in which we are having not, and interrogative is a sentence in which we are having some question mark, okay, at the end of the sentence. So if our sentence is a negative or interrogative, then we will use first form of the verb. Clear? And if our sentence is a positive sentence, it means that is neither negative nor interrogative, then at that time let's discuss the rules. Then if the subject is a singular subject, then we will use first form, and we will add s or es in that first form. But if our subject is a plural subject, it means if the subject is more than one, then we will use only first form. So this is the second rule. Let's discuss one more time. So according to the rule, we are having this thing, that main verb of our present simple tense, if our sentence is a negative and interrogative, then we will use only first form, okay, no addition in the first form, just use simple first form. But if our sentence is a positive sentence, so in that condition we have to look at the subjects, and according to the subject we will use our main verb. If the subject is a singular subject, then we have to add s or es in the main verb, and if our subject is a plural subject, then we won't add anything, and we just write the first form of the given main verb. Clear? So yes, you have to learn all these things, and not only in this tense, but each and every tense that we will discuss further, you have to learn these basic things, that what is the helping verb, or we can say what is the main verb of that tense, because this is very much important. Because suppose you are able to identify the tense, right? If you are having some sentence, and yes, you are able to observe that okay, this tense is there in this sentence, but if that time if at that time you are not aware about the helping verb and main verb rules, so how will you write the correct answer? So yes, you have to learn all these things. You have to learn which helping verb, which form of the main verb we are using in each and every tense. Okay, so in present simple tense we are having different rules for negative interrogative sentence and the positive sentence, right? So you have to learn, yes, you have to learn all these things. So now let's see some of the examples to clear these things, that what is negative sentence, what is interrogative sentence, what is singular subject, what is plural subject. So now we are having some of the examples to clear all the rules that we have discussed till now, right? So let's see. The first sentence that we are having is she always speaks the truth. So in all these sentences, our main verb is speak. So speak is a main verb and this is the first form, okay? And yes, you have to learn all the three forms of the verb, okay? आप सबको पता है ना जो main verbs होती हैं, that is having three forms. Like if let's take go. So go is the first form. Went is the second form and gone is the third form, right? So each and every verb, they are having three forms. So let's see one more example. Suppose we are having take. So take is the first form, took is the second form and taken is the third form, right? And we are having some of the words जिसमें तीनों forms जो होती हैं that are same, और like we can say cut, cut, cut. So yes, the first form, the second form and the third form is same in cut, okay? जो first form है वो भी cut होती है, second form is also cut and the third form is also cut. And some of the verbs, कुछ ऐसे भी verbs होती हैं जिसमें हम सब ed add करते हैं. Like suppose we are having laugh. Just add ed, laughed, and yes, the third form is also the same, laughed, okay? So let's see, these are the three forms, first form, second form and third form. And yes, you have to be aware about the first form, second form, third form, then only you will be able to write the correct form. Because आपने ये तो लर्न कर लिया कि हमें फर्स्ट फॉर्म ऐड करनी है, ये आपको पता है कि इस टेंस में हमें सेकंड फॉर्म यूज करनी है. बट अगर आपको सेकंड फॉर्म पता ही नहीं है, यू आर हैविंग नो आइडिया दैट व्हाट इज द सेकंड फॉर्म ऑफ द टेक, देन हाउ विल यू राइट टुक, ओके? सो यस, ये भी एक ऐसी चीज है जो आपको लर्न होनी चाहिए. इफ यू आर एक्चुअली वांट टू यूज द करेक्ट आंसर ऑफ द टेंस, देन यस, you have to learn the different forms of the main verb. Clear? Again, let's come to our examples. So in all these sentences, we are having the main verb speak. So the first sentence that we are having is she always speaks the truth. So let's discuss this sentence in detail. So first of all, this thing is clear to you all that this is a positive sentence. Why? Because we are not having question mark, we are having full stop at the end. Okay? So सबसे पहले हमें क्या करना है, जब भी हमारे पास एक sentence है, so first of all just try to find out what kind of sentence is that, right? कि वो positive sentence है, negative sentence है या interrogative sentence है. So in this sentence we are having question mark at the end, it means interrogative sentence तो नहीं है. Clear? Second, we can see इस sentence में not का use भी नहीं हुआ है, it means ये negative sentence भी नहीं है. So if this sentence is neither a negative one nor an interrogative one, then definitely this is a positive sentence, right? This is clear to you all. So now ये चीज़ clear हो गई है कि ये एक positive sentence है. Now second thing that we have to do is we have to focus about the subject, right? Because हमें पता है that according to subject हमें हमारी main verb लगानी है, right? So subject is she. So now हमें ये देखना है that subject is a singular or plural. So if we are having she, then we all know that she is a singular subject. Okay, so now just recall the rules that we have discussed, that in a positive sentence and if in that positive sentence we are having a singular subject, then we won't use do and does. Do and does, or we can say the helping verb, it would be hidden, right? So can you see do or does in this sentence? She ऑलवेज स्पीक्स द ट्रूथ। इस पूरे सेंटेंस में कहीं भी डू या डज का यूज हुआ है क्या? कैन वी सी डू और डज? नो। वाई? बिकॉज डू और डज इज हिडन हियर, राइट? सो हिडन का मतलब है उस सेंटेंस में डू और डज का हम यूज नहीं करेंगे। वी वॉन्ट राइट डू और डज इन अ पॉजिटिव सेंटेंस। क्लियर? नेक्स्ट लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द मेन वर्ब। अब हमें ये पता है डू डज हम नहीं लिखेंगे, जो हेल्पिंग वर्ब है दैट वुड बी हिडन। बट नाउ व्हाट इज द मेन वर्ब? सो मेन वर्ब इज स्पीक, एंड इफ द सब्जेक्ट इज सिंगुलर, सो यस वी हैव डिस्कस्ड, वी हैव लर्न दिस थिंग दैट वी हैव टू add s or es. So yes, after speak we will add s. So our answer will be she always speaks the truth. Clear? So आपके एग्जाम में you will have this sentence and here you will get one blank and in the bracket you will have speak. So after reading the sentence, after observing the kind of sentence, you have to write the correct form. So first of all, we will observe that this is a positive sentence. Second, we will observe that we are having a singular subject. So first thing that is clear, that we won't use do or does, we won't use any kind of helping verb. And if the subject is a singular, then yes, we have to add s or es. So we will write the correct answer, speaks here, and the sentence will be she always speaks the truth. Clear? Next, moving on to second example. Next we are having they always speak the truth. So again the same thing we will do. First of all, let's find out that to what kind of sentence is this. So yes, we are having no question mark at the end and we are having not का use भी नहीं है sentence में. So again this is a positive sentence. This is the first thing and now we are aware with this thing that we are having positive sentence. So हमें ये चीज़ तुरंत हमें click करनी है mind में कि if we are having a positive sentence of the present simple tense, then we won't use do or does, we won't use helping verb would be hidden. Clear? Again in this sentence we cannot see do or does, they always speak the truth, we won't use do or does. Now let's talking about the subject. So they is a plural subject, they means more than one. So yes, it is a plural subject. So now again one more time recall the rules that we have discussed, that if we are having a plural subject, then we won't use anything, we just write the first form. So in this sentence we won't use speaks, we just use speak and our sentence will be they always speak the truth. Clear? So this is the first difference that we can see. If the subject is a singular subject, then we will write speaks, and if the subject is a plural subject, then we will write only first form, we won't add s or es. Then at that time our answer will be just first form speak. And yes, in both the sentence we are not using the helping verb. Why? Because these two sentences are the positive sentence, and in the positive sentence of the present simple tense the helping verb would be hidden. Clear? Next sentence is she does not speak the truth. Okay, so now again first of all just observe the kind of the sentence. So in this sentence we are having not, it means this is a negative sentence, right? So in this negative sentence, so just to recall all the rules, that if we are having a negative sentence, then yes we have to use do and does, right? So अब हमें do or does hidden नहीं रखनी है, we have to write do or does and according to the subject again. So if we are having a singular subject, so for the singular subject we will write does, okay, and for the plural subject we will write do, but right now we are having she, that is a singular subject, so here we will write does. Now we are talking about the main verb. So main verb will be first form only. Now we won't add s or es like here we did. Okay, यहाँ पे हमने s और es क्यों ऐड किया था? Because this was the positive sentence. इस sentence में भी subject she था, इस sentence में भी subject she है. But what is the difference? This is a negative sentence and this is a positive sentence. So yes, learn all these rules very carefully, that if we are having a positive sentence, we won't use do does, and yes, if the subject is singular we will add s. But if the sentence is a negative, right, we are having here, so we write does according to the singular subject and we want to use s here only first form. So our answer will be she does not speak the truth. Clear? Next sentence is they do not speak the truth. So again, first of all, we will notice that we are having not. It means this is a negative sentence. So in a negative sentence, yes, we will write do and does, but according to the subject. So now we are having they as the subject, and they is a plural subject. They means more than one. So again, it is a plural subject. So we will write do for the plural subject, and main verb कि हम first form use करेंगे. So we will write speak again, and our sentence will be they do not speak the truth. So yes, these two sentences are of negative sentence, and just observe the difference. If we are having a singular subject, then we will write does. If we are having a plural subject, then we will write do. Clear? Next example is does she speak the truth? So first of all, we will see that at the end we are having one question mark. It means this is the interrogative sentence, and again in the interrogative sentence we use do and does, but again according to the subject. So let's see, the subject is she, and she, we all know that she is a singular subject. So for singular subjects we always use does. So we will write does, and we use the first form of the main verb, that is speak again. So our sentence will be does she speak the truth? And the last example that we are having is do they speak the truth? Again interrogative sentence. Why? Because we are having question mark at the end of the sentence. So yes, we will write do and does, but according to the subject. So now we are having they as the subject, and they again it is a plural subject. So for plural subject we write always do, and the first form of the main verb, that is speak. So our sentence will be do they speak the truth? And yes, these two are the examples of interrogative sentence, but again the difference is that in this sentence we are having a singular subject, and in this sentence we are having a plural subject. And for singular subject we are using does, and for for singular subject we are using does, and for plural subject we are using do. Okay, so these are the basic rules of helping verb and main verb. And again I am just repeating this thing that yes, you have to learn all these rules, because इसके बिना you won't be able to write the correct answer. आपको rules पता होने चाहिए, आपको helping verb कौन सी है tense में ये learn होना चाहिए, main verb की कौन सी form आएगी ये learn होना चाहिए, and at the same time you have to be aware with the second form, third form, first form of all the main verbs. Then only you will be able to write the correct answer. And here we have seen some of the examples of positive sentence, negative sentence and interrogative sentence, that how these rules work actually according to the sentence, according to the subject. Clear? Next, moving ahead. So now we are discussing about the uses of this tense. So what it means? It means that now we have learned the rules. Okay, कि present simple tense की कौन सी helping verb होती है, कौन सी main verb होती है, according to the sentence that वो positive sentence है, negative sentence है, interrogative sentence है, हम उसके according use करते हैं. और helping verb जो है वो हम singular subject, plural subject के according हम कैसे use करेंगे, that much we have learned till now. But what is the use of this tense? It means हम sentence को पढ़ के कैसे पहचानेंगे that that sentence is written in the present simple tense, or we can say that we use present simple tense in what kind of the sentence. Okay, so again हर tense के जो use होते हैं वो अलग अलग होते हैं, हर तरह के जो sentence होते हैं वो अलग तरह के tense को use करके लिखे जाते हैं. So let's see some of the uses of this tense, that is present simple tense. First use, to express an event that takes place at the present moment. So the first use of this tense is we use this tense to express one of the event that is taking place at the present moment, or we can say at the time of the speaking of the sentence. So what it means? So we are having some of the examples. Let's see. Here comes the postman. He reads in 10th class. So suppose we are sitting somewhere, and one postman is there, and you are telling another person who is also sitting with you that just look, there is the postman. So how you will say? You will say here comes the postman. Clear? And now the second example is he reads in 10th class. So someone is asking to you that in which class do you read, suppose. Okay, so how will you answer? You will answer that I read, but here we are having he. So again you have to remember all the rules, that if we are having a singular subject, then yes, we will add s or es. So you will answer that he reads in 10th class. Clear? Second use of this tense is to express a general truth, universal truth, scientific facts and proverbs. So this is the second use of this tense. This is the second rule where this tense is used. Okay, so yes, we use present simple tense to express a general truth. So what is a general truth? General truth we can say universal truth, एक ऐसा truth जो कि universally truth है, सबके लिए same है. Or we can say to express some of the scientific facts, or at the same time to express the proverbs. So these all are the things in which we use present simple tense, or we can say this is the second use of the present simple tense. So let's see some of the example. The first sentence is the earth moves around the sun. So yes, this is a fact, or we can say this is a scientific fact. We all know this thing that earth moves around the sun, and at the same time we can say this is the universal fact also, right? Because हर country में ये बात acceptable है. Everyone is agreed with this thing that yes, the earth moves around the sun, right? So this is a fact, this is a truth, this is a universal truth. So this is the reason we are writing this sentence in a present simple tense. Okay, so we are using present simple tense to express one of the fact, to express one of the universal truth. Clear? Second example is that we are having is birds fly. So yes, again this is a truth, this is a general truth, or we can say this is a universal truth, that yes, birds, they are born to fly only. Okay, so we are writing this sentence again using present simple tense, and now I am very much sure that you all are aware with this thing, that why we are using fly, why we are using first form of the main verb. Why? Because we are having birds, we are having a plural subject, right? So in this sentence we are having earth, that is a singular subject, and this was the reason we added s here. Okay, but in this sentence we are having a plural subject, we are having birds, and this is the reason we are writing only fly, we are writing only the main verb. So the next example that we are having here is water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, and yes, this is a scientific fact that actually water boils at this temperature only, that is 100 degrees Celsius. So because this is a scientific fact, this is the reason we are writing this sentence using present simple tense, and again because of the singular subject we are using add in the first form, and we are writing boils. Okay, and our sentence is water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this is the second use of this tense. So let's read one more time. This tense is used to express a general truth, we can say universal truth, and scientific fact, and at the same time to express the proverbs. Okay, so all these kinds of sentences always we use present simple tense. Clear? Next, moving on, and we are having the third use of this tense. So let's read. To express daily routine, habit or a custom. So yes, this is the third use where we use present simple tense. So this tense is used to show, to express someone's daily routine. So when we talk about some person's daily routine, his habitual things, his habit, or we can say his custom, then we always use present simple tense. So let's see some of the examples that we are having here. So the first sentence is I get up at 6 a.m. every day. So yes, here in this sentence we are talking about our everyday system, we are talking about our daily routine, or we can say our habit, and we are saying that I get up at 6 a.m. every day, and we are using get. It means we are using first form of verb here. And one more thing, I am very much sure that you are aware this thing, that this is always considered to be a plural subject, right? I जो है that is always used, that is is always considered, that is always treated to be a plural subject, and this is the reason we are not adding s or es here. We are just writing the first form and we are completing our sentence writing I get up at 6 a.m. every day. So because in this sentence we are talking about our daily routine, so we are using present simple tense. Okay. Second example that we are having is he takes exercise every morning. So yes, again in this sentence we are talking about someone's daily routine. We are talking about someone's everyday system, that every morning he takes exercise. Okay. So again we are using present simple tense and now we are having a singular subject. So students, just remember the rules always. Okay. So now this is clear that this is a habitual thing. So now we are aware that in all the habitual things we use present simple tense, right? But again, just to write the correct answer, you have to be aware with the rules of helping verb and main verb. So now this is a positive sentence, so we won't use do or does, we won't use helping verb, and because of this thing that we are having a singular subject, we will add s or es. Okay. So in this way we will write our correct answer and we will write takes here, and our sentence will be he takes exercise every morning. So this is the third use of present simple tense, that is this tense is used to show habitual things, to show daily routine, to show some or other custom. Clear? Next we are having the fourth use of this tense, that is in conditional sentences. So yes, this tense is used in conditional sentence. How? Let's see examples. If you work hard, you will pass. So first of all, let's try to understand what is conditional sentence, and yes, we will discuss this term conditional sentence, and we will see all the different kinds of conditional sentence in the further videos also. But for right now, just understand this thing, that a conditional sentence is a sentence in which we are having two different kinds of clauses. One is a condition clause and second is a result clause. Just look at the example. We are having if you work hard, so this is the condition. Okay, so this clause is known as condition clause, and the condition is that if you work hard, so what will be the result? So this is the result clause, that is you will pass. So yes, this kind of sentence in which we are having one condition clause and one result clause, so that sentence is known as a conditional sentence. And in conditional sentence, some of the conditional sentence, right, because we are having different kinds of conditional sentence. So yes, some of the conditional sentence we use present simple tense. So here we can say if you work hard. Again, you is a plural subject, so we are writing work, that is first form. So our condition is if you work hard and the result is you will pass. Again, second is wait here until I come. So again, this is a condition. Okay, wait here until I come. So this is again a conditional sentence, and I, because it is a plural subject, so we are using first form, that is come. Clear? Next we are having the fifth use of present simple tense. Let's read. Newspaper headlines and in running commentaries. So yes, this tense is used to show the newspaper headlines, or we can say the running commentary of any match, okay, or anything that we are saying in a form of the commentary. So in all these sentences we always use present simple tense. So let's have some of the examples to clear this thing. So first example that we are having is the Delhi mayor resigns. So suppose this is a newspaper headline, okay, and we are reading this line in a newspaper. So we are having resigns, it means first form plus s or es. This is a positive sentence. So yes, we are not having do or does, we are not having helping verb, and we are having s or es with the first form of the main verb. So this is the present simple tense. Clear? Second is I take some water, put some salt into it and shake the bottle. So this is the example of running commentary, right? Or we can say that the demonstration, some person is there and that is doing something, and at the same time he is demonstrating that thing. Okay, so at the time we can say he is doing the running commentary. So he is using present simple tense and he is saying that I take again first form. Why? Because I is a plural subject. So he is is saying that I take some water, again put first form, put some salt into it and shake, again first form the bottle. So yes, this is the fifth use of this sentence, this tense in which we use this tense in newspaper headlines and in running commentaries. Okay, so these are the 5 uses of this tense, the major 5 uses, and there are so many different uses, but these 5 are the basic major uses of this tense, that is present simple tense. Okay, so students, we have discussed the helping verb, the main verb of this tense, and we have seen so many examples of positive, negative, interrogative sentence, and we have also discussed the uses, the different kind of sentences that are written using present simple tense, and yes, we have seen the examples of the uses also, right? So right now I am very much sure that everything is clear to you all till now. Let's moving ahead. Now we are having some of the common words. Okay, so what it means that there are some words, so if we can find these words in some of the sentence, then we can identify that okay, this sentence is present simple tense. So let's discuss the words. So the words is the words that we are having are, first word is always. So we have discussed one example also in which always was there. So always is a word that show the daily routine, the daily system. Okay, and we have discussed this use also, that to show the daily system, to show the habitual system, we use always, right? Suppose I am saying that she always takes tea with the breakfast. Okay, so what is this? This is her daily routine, this is her habit, that she always takes tea with the breakfast. Okay, so ये जो words होते हैं, ये words वहीं use होते हैं generally जहाँ हम किसी की daily routine बताते हैं, जहाँ हम किसी की habit बताते हैं. Okay, similarly we are having never. So never is a negative word. Okay, and it also again shows the same thing. Next we are having often, then we are having seldom, and sometimes, frequently, regularly, usually, generally, daily, occasionally, every day, twice, thrice. It means we can say twice in a week, twice in a month. Similarly, thrice means 3 times. Okay, 3 times in a week, 3 times in a month. Like suppose I am saying that she visits library thrice a week. Okay, so उसकी habit है कि वो 3 times in a week क्या करती है, लाइब्रेरी जाती है. So I am saying that she visits. Okay, so visit के साथ हम s add करेंगे. So our answer will be she visits library thrice a week, or we can say thrice a month, जो भी sentence में है. Next we are having an hour, a day, a week, or on alternative day on Sundays, or we can say on Mondays. So these are some of the examples, some of the words that show that that sentence is used to using present simple tense. Clear? Again we are having some of the examples, but this time we are not having the answer. So just try to answer by yourself, just try to observe the sentence and try to find out that what will be the answer. Okay, so let's discuss. The first one is, they often go to the picture on Saturdays. Okay, so the thing that I have told you earlier also, first of all you have to try to figure out what kind of sentence is that. Okay, so we are having a full stop, it means this is not an interrogative sentence, and we cannot say not, it means it is not a negative sentence also, it means it is a positive sentence. This is the first thing that is clear, right? So इसके साथ एक चीज और clear हो जाती है that because this is a positive sentence, then we won't use do or does. Okay, हम do or does का use नहीं करेंगे. So student, this is the correct way to answer the this इस तरह के जो आपके questions आएंगे, sentence आएंगे जहाँ आपको fill-ups करने हैं. So this is the proper way. First of all, try to figure out the kind of the sentence, then try to understand that ये कौन सा tense हो सकता है, and then only just try to recall all the rules regarding the helping verb and main verb. So the first thing that is clear here, that this is a positive sentence. Okay, second thing is that we are having that they often go to the picture on Saturday. So इस sentence में हम क्या show कर रहे हैं, we are showing the habitual thing, we are showing the daily routine of someone, we are showing the custom of someone that on every Saturday they go to the picture. Okay, so now because of this thing that this is a positive sentence, we won't use helping verb. Now just come to the main verb. So for main verb we have to see the subject. Okay, so we are having they here, and they is a plural subject. Okay, so now just recall the rules, that positive sentence, and in that positive sentence we are having plural subject. So what will we write, what will we do of the main verb? Yes, I am very much sure that you all are having the answer, and the correct answer is that we will use the first form of the main verb without adding anything. Okay, and yes, helping verb, it would be hidden. So the first form of go is go. So our answer will be go, and the sentence will be they often go to the picture on Saturdays. Clear? Second is where he live, and yes, at the end we are having one question mark. It means this is the interrogative sentence, and we are having the question word also, that is where. Okay, so yes, so again this is an interrogative sentence, that is clear. So we have to use helping verb also, and main verb according to the subject that we will discuss. So first of all, let's discuss the main verb, or we can say okay helping verb first. So helping वर्ब हमें पता है इंटरोगेटिव सेंटेंस है, सो डू और डज में से हमें हेल्पिंग वर्ब यूज करनी है. कौन सी करनी है, हम कैसे डिसाइड करेंगे? वी विल यूज हेल्पिंग वर्ब अकॉर्डिंग टू द सब्जेक्ट. एंड व्हाट इज द सब्जेक्ट? द सब्जेक्ट इज ही, एंड ही इज अ सिंगुलर सब्जेक्ट, एंड वी ऑल नो दैट फॉर सिंगुलर सब्जेक्ट वी ऑलवेज यूज डज. Okay, one more thing that I want to clear here, why we are having two different blanks? We are having two different blanks because this is the interrogative sentence, and interrogative sentence, in the first blank we always use helping verb, and then in the second blank we use main verb, right? This is the structure of the interrogative sentence. Okay, interrogative sentence, it starts with the WH word, then we have to write the helping verb, then subject, then main verb. Okay, so this is the structure of the interrogative sentence. So we will write first of all does. Why? According to the subject. In singular subject we always use does. Okay, now we are coming to the main verb. Main verb is live, and interrogative sentence we always use first form without adding anything. So we will write the first form, that is live only. So our answer will be where does he live? Okay. Next is you have any book on English grammar. Again this is an interrogative sentence because we are having question mark, but we are not having any WH word, or we can say we are not having any question word. Why? Because in this sentence the helping verb, that will be the question verb. Okay, so I am very much sure ये चीज़ें आपको clear है. WH words भी होते हैं जो question words होते हैं, and at the same time जो helping verbs होती हैं they are also known as the question words because उनसे भी questions form होते हैं. Okay, so यहाँ पे we were having where, that is a WH word, or we can say the question word, but in this sentence we are not having WH word. It means in this sentence we are having only one blank. Okay, और इस blank में पहले हमें क्या लिखना है? helping verb, उसके बाद में हमें लिखनी है main verb. Okay, because this is the structure. So let's see, again we have to see the subject because according to subject हम helping verb लगाएंगे. So what is the subject? Subject is you. Okay, and we all know that you is a plural subject, and for plural subject we always use do. Okay, so do you have की first form have. Okay, so do you have any book on English grammar? So यहाँ पे भी हम use करेंगे have. Okay, so do you have any book on English grammar? Clear? Next is she not like tea. So yes, this is a negative sentence. We are having not here, and in this sentence we are talking about someone's habit. Okay, कि उसकी habit कैसी है, उसको tea बिल्कुल भी पसंद नहीं है. So again this is the sentence that is expressing, that is showing someone's habit. So because we are using someone's habit, we are talking about someone's habit, so we will use present simple tense, and again we know that this is a negative sentence, so we will use do and does, but according to the subject. The subject is she, and we all know she is a singular subject, and for singular subject we always use does. So first of all we will write does. After helping verb we use not. Okay, so we will write not. She does not. Next, our main verb is like, and we all know that in negative sentence we use first form of main verb, and the first form of like is like only, so we will write like. Our sentence will be she does not like tea. Okay, so this is the way to solve such kind of sentence. This is the way to solve the sentence in which you have to write the correct form of the verb according to the tense. Okay, we are having some more examples, so let's see. Next is he play football on Sundays. Again we are talking about someone's habit, and this is a positive sentence. Okay, because no question mark is there, and at the same time we are having not in the sentence. Okay, no use of not is there, so this is a positive sentence, and in positive sentence जो helping verb है वो हम use नहीं करेंगे, that would be hidden. So now just come to the main verb. Main verb is play, and we are having the subject, that is he, and we all know he is a singular सब्जेक्ट. सो यहाँ पे हमारे रूल्स काम आएंगे जो हमें लर्न करनी है कि इफ वी आर हैविंग अ सिंगुलर सब्जेक्ट देन वी हैव टू ऐड एस और ईएस. ओके, सो हियर वी विल राइट प्लेज. Our answer will be he plays football on Sundays. Clear? Next is flies carry germs of disease on their feet. Okay, so again this is a positive sentence. Okay, because question mark भी नहीं है और not का भी use नहीं है, so again this is a positive sentence. So one thing that is clear here, that we won't use do or does, we won't use helping verbs. Next we are having carry as the main verb, and our subject is flies. Flies, again it is a plural subject. Okay, so just to focus on the subject, just identify whether it is a singular or plural, and according to that use, or we can say follow the rules. So here we are having plural subject. Okay, so we all know that in plural subject we use only first form, we won't add as or es, so we will write carry, and our answer will be flies carry germs of disease on their feet. Clear? Next is he take this medicine twice a day. Okay, so here we are talking about someone's part of life, that twice a day he is taking this kind of medicine, he has to take this kind of medicine. Okay, so again this is a positive sentence, and we are having he, that is a singular subject, so we will write take के आगे हमें क्या करना होगा, s और es add करना होगा, because we are having singular subject, so we will write takes, and our answer will be he takes this medicine twice a day, thrice a day, twice a year, जो भी होगा आगे हम इस तरह से अपना आंसर लिखेंगे. Okay, so I am very much sure that now all the rules, everything is clear to you, and no confusion, no doubt is there. Okay, just read all the rules again and again, and just learn all the rules by heart. Okay, because the rules learned होंगे, then only you will be able to identify the sentence, and then only you will be able to observe the tense, and helping verb, main verb के rules learn करके ही आप proper answer, correct answer आप उसमें fill कर पाओगे. Okay, so this is the present simple tense, and one more time let's revise that how can we say that summarize this tense. So this is the present simple tense. Helping verb we are having do and does, and we are having different rules for positive sentence, different rules for negative and interrogative sentence. So if our sentence is a negative one, or if our sentence is a interrogative one, okay, then we will use do for plural subject, we will use does for singular subjects, right? And if our sentence is a positive, then we won't use do and does, because they will be hidden. Clear? Now talking about the main verb. Main verb, again we are having different rules for interrogative, or we can say negative. So if our sentence is an interrogative sentence, if our sentence is a negative sentence, then we use first form of our main verb. But if our sentence is a positive sentence, then first form plus s or es, एंड ओनली फर्स्ट फॉर्म. सो फर्स्ट फॉर्म एस और ई एस कब, जब सब्जेक्ट क्या है, सिंगुलर है. ओनली फर्स्ट फॉर्म कब, जब सब्जेक्ट क्या है, प्लूरल है. So these are the basic rules of present simple tense, right? You have to learn these rules and you know हमने जो common words है हमने वो भी discuss किए हैं and we have discussed the uses also कि किस तरह के sentence में generally ये tense use होता है. Okay, so I am very much sure that this tense, that is present simple tense, this is very much clear to you all. और इस tense का कोई भी sentence आएगा you will be able to identify the tense and at the same time you will be able to write the correct answer following all these rules. Okay, so in the next video we will see our next tense. So just be with me and see you in the next video. Thank you.